Hello guys, I'm back for another update. I do have a lot to show you. First I want to say that I was up for about 24 hours straight working on this. I thought I was going to get the LOD system for the Galaxy, for the stars, done in one day, but I ran into an editor glitch and it slowed me down, and then I just worked on it and I wanted to get it done, so I kept going and going and going. I ended up staying up for 2 days straight. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let this loop a couple times and show you some of the updates. I'm not going to go over everything, but once we go through a couple loops, I'll give a little commentary on the LOD system.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. Turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stared by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. People bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sounds of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of.
Alright, so what you're seeing is the LOD system. I don't have the smooth transitions. I have the system in place. So you're kind of seeing popping right now until I fine tune the details. Basically, what's going to happen is when I finish it, the flares and the effects are going to fade in and fade out as you move away from the stars. So right now it's just kind of popping in because it's not completely finished yet. But when I get done, it's going to be a completely smooth transition as you approach and leave stars. Also, stars do have flares. If I approach
In
one,
restless streams I walked alone.
see that? That's a sun shaft.
Narrow streets of cobblestone.
There's nothing around the star
Neath the halo of
for the shaft to bounce off of, so it's kind of hard to see. And also, you don't have a sense of scale when I'm in the fly cam. When you're inside the ship from the cockpit, you have a better sense of scale of the environment, how large the stars are.
a street lamp to my collar, to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stared by the flash of
Take note of the performance, by the way, my frame rate, and just imagine how efficient my software is to make this function.
a neon light, split the night and touch the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one dared.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. What I'm going to be working on next is finishing up the details with the LOD system, making it completely smooth transition, no popping. It'll be completely, things will grow, the flares will grow in and shrink out and also the details will fade in and fade out. I'll be using shaders for that. I'll be modifying the shaders to have a fading function for the surfaces of the stars. Also, the next thing I'll be working on is I decided I'm going to go ahead and get the planets going, the procedural planets around stars, so I can work on the LOD system, which will be tied into the system that I already created. So it'll be interesting to get the planets going, and then you'll really be able to see the sun shaft effects coming off the stars when there's planets around them for the shafts to bounce off of. Alright, stay tuned for the next update. Bye.